World War II began on September 1, 1939, when Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. This unprovoked aggression marked the beginning of a conflict that would engulf the world in unimaginable suffering. Hitler's ambitions were vast. He sought to expand German territory and impose his ideology across Europe and beyond. The invasion of Poland was swift and brutal, with Germany's advanced military tactics, known as blitzkrieg, overwhelming Polish defenses. Britain and France, bound by treaties to defend Poland, declared war on Germany, but it was too late to save the country from occupation. The war quickly spread as Germany formed alliances with Italy and Japan, while the Allied powers, including the Soviet Union, China, and the United States, eventually joined forces against them. The suffering was immense and widespread. In Europe, millions of civilians were caught in the crossfire, facing bombings, starvation, and forced displacement. Entire cities were reduced to rubble. The Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews and millions of others deemed undesirable by the Nazis, represented the darkest chapter of human cruelty. Concentration camps became death factories, where men, women, and children were slaughtered on an industrial scale. In the Pacific, Japan's expansionist policies brought devastation to Asia. The invasion of China led to atrocities like the Nanjing Massacre, where hundreds of thousands of civilians were brutally murdered. The Japanese occupation of Southeast Asia and the Pacific Islands brought forced labor, famine, and suffering to millions. By the time the war ended in 1945, over 70 million people had perished, leaving a world scarred by violence and grief. The survivors bore the physical and emotional scars of a war that had reshaped history, reminding humanity of the devastating cost of hatred and tyranny.